think you're in a globe spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. That globe is spinning around the sun at 60,000 plus miles an hour. That solar system is flying sideways through the galaxy at 500,000 miles an hour, and that galaxy is going through the rest of the universe at millions of miles an hour, and you feel nothing. That you and everyone you know, and everyone you've ever known, never figured it out.
Our planet is beautiful. It's not really a planet. It's a great big plane.
A strange message. The words Google Flat Earth were carved into Mount Rubidoux.
How would you feel if I say there's absolutely zero real pictures from space?
Flat Earth theory is actually getting pretty popular.
My children will have to pay for the lies that NASA gives.
People who think the world is flat is growing. Thousands, if not millions of people.
A lie is a lie, even if everybody believes it.
These people live amongst us. I just want to point this out.
What drives such theories? Why are people flocking to this absurd belief?
Because you saw this. It's not like you've been up there in your Jetsons car. Nobody's got a spaceship. You've been looking at this for 30 years. Yeah, you can throw that away. This is the domed version of the flat Earth model. The South Pole, it's like a 200-foot wall of ice, straight up, Game of Thrones style, and the sun and the moon are just lights in the sky. I love movies, always have, and so I try to compare it to The Truman Show. You know, The Truman Show was just a giant Hollywood stage 20 miles wide. If you built a stage that was 1,000 miles wide, how many people could you fool besides just Truman? Of course you're gonna have questions. Everybody does, because it's like, okay, how does everything work? Here's a perfect example if you want to see it real quick. So like those buildings in the distance, right out there, that's Seattle. You shouldn't be able to see it. There should be hundreds of feet of curvature between us and them. You should barely be able to see the tops of those buildings. When you're doing the curvature of the Earth, here's what the Earth looks like. And what we're saying is, and of course this is exaggerated, is that if you're here, eventually, if there's an object far enough, you won't be able to see it over here because the curvature of the Earth puts it on the other side of the hill. And you could say, oh, well, it's refraction, or it's atmospheric effects, or it's mirage. It's like, no, no, no. Not in every weather condition, not in every light condition. Science is having a problem combating what we're doing. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I hate saying his name, we call him he who shall not be named, says that it's a growing anti-intellectual movement which borders on the end of civilization and democracy as we know it.
The Earth isn't flat. And by the way, this is called gravity.
The reason why we're winning versus science, against science, is science just throws math at us. Whereas we go and say, hey, by the way, there's Seattle. You can see it right now with your camera. That's it. A picture says 1,000 words. I was well-versed in just about every conspiracy you can think of. I had heard about every conspiracy. Flat Earth was the last book on the shelf. It was the DVD that somebody gave you for Christmas that you knew you were never gonna open because the title was horrible. It's like How to Make a Poop Sandwich, or Poop Sandwich Volume 3. But when you get bored enough with normal conspiracies, you're looking for something new. There was a certain novelty to it.
I do think that he gets a little off on some of the conspiracies. I don't think that everything is a conspiracy.
Mom's always doing the whole glass half full, and I'll go on and say, well, the glass is probably controlled by some sort of sinister group. There was a German video, the guy was talking about flight paths in the southern hemisphere, how they didn't make sense. And then I stumbled across a video by Matt Boylan, and he was a contract artist for NASA.
I guess this is a photo of the Hubble telescope taking a picture of itself. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And at a high-level NASA party out in the Hamptons, they told him the GPS system doesn't work out in Antarctica because the world is flat.
And they started laughing. And they all started laughing. And my superior had quite a weird smirk on his face. He was watching me to see how I would take all this.